name is Frances Olson, and welcome to today's class on how to make a delicious guacamole. I'm going to walk you through the steps of how to create a delicious appetizer that you can serve for your family or friends, or also as a side dish with grilled chicken or fajitas. Now, first thing to do to get started is make sure we have all our ingredients washed. We're going to need 1 lime, 3 avocados, and you want Hass avocados. And to tell if they are ripe, they need to give a little when you squeeze them, and they need to be turning a little bit black, not too green. Not too green and not too hard. Then you're going to need 1 medium-sized shallot and 2 garlic cloves. We'll also need a bunch of cilantro and a little bit of salt. Now, first thing we're going to do to get started is with our washed lime, we're going to cut it in half. And then we're going to squeeze out as much of the juice as we can right into the bowl that you want to use for your serving dish. That way you can have it ready to serve the guacamole right when you finish. And the reason we do the lime juice first is because when you cut into the avocado and place it in the lime juice will help keep it from turning brown so quickly. So we want to start with already having the lime juice in the bowl. And I also wanted to say that today, if you have any questions, please feel free to raise your hand and stop me. I'll be happy to answer any questions or slow down if I need to. Okay, now we're ready to cut into our avocados. We want to slice these in half lengthwise from the top to the bottom and then all the way around. If you take a hold of each side, they should come apart easily like that. And then just take a spoon and scoop out all the avocado and let it go right into your serving bowl. And you can put the peel in your trash bowl. I always keep a bowl on hand for trash when I'm cooking. And the seed, the way I remove it is just pierce it with a knife and then knock it off into your trash. And we'll do that with all 3 of the Hass avocados. This recipe actually I got from Wolfgang Puck. If any of you are familiar with him, he has some famous restaurants and recipes, and I've enjoyed it, and I hope you will too. It's delicious by itself. I don't usually add tomatoes. Some people like to. That's just another way you could eat it. And I like to serve it with lime tortilla chips. Or it really is good with grilled chicken or inside your fajita. Now, once you get all of the avocado into your serving bowl, we're going to mash it with a potato masher. Or you can simply use a fork if you don't have a potato masher. You want to take it and try and mash all of the avocado, mixing the lime juice thoroughly through all the avocado, like I said, to help prevent it from turning brown so quickly. And you can either leave this a little bit chunky or make it as smooth as you like it, depending on how you prefer it. And next we want to add 1 teaspoon of salt, and stir that in. And then we want to add our 2 garlic cloves and our shallot. First we need to peel these before we mince them. What I do is usually cut off the ends of the shallot, cut off each end, and then peel the peel back. Throw it in your trash bowl. Try and take the peel off all the way around it. You need a medium-sized shallot, and for those of you that aren't familiar with shallot, it's like a mix between garlic and onion. It really adds a lot of flavor. And you can either chop it by hand, or I'm going to chop it using a little mini food processor. And I'm going to chop it in that right along with the garlic cloves. And to get the garlic cloves ready, we need to do the same thing. I just cut the ends off, and then you're able to peel them. Does anyone have any questions so far? It's making me hungry, for sure. Okay. So if you have a food processor, just chop those as fine or coarse as you want to. And if you see some of the peel still in there, sometimes that's not going to chop up very well, I just take that out and throw it in the trash. And then we'll mix your chopped shallots and garlic right into your avocado. And finally, the last ingredient that we want to add, which I feel like adds probably the most flavor to the guacamole, is the cilantro. You want to take your bunch of cilantro and pull it apart by the stems. Take each stem and pull off enough leaves until you get about 1/2 cup. We don't want any of the stem parts, we just want the leaves. So pull off the leaves, and we're just going to chop them coarsely on your cutting board. And I've already chopped up 1/2 cup here, so I can just put those in for you. Just make sure you get only the leaves, and stir that right into your guacamole. You can eat this right away, or you can allow it to sit for a few minutes or an hour. And then enjoy with some lime tortilla chips. Thanks, and I hope you enjoy it.